Well, there you go. Let's get into this game 2 video, even though my game 1 video literally got 0 views. That's funny. But anyways, I'm not going to dwell on that. Miami's not going out like that. They did their thing yesterday. Excuse my voice because I'm clearly not doing so great right now. So first, I want to give props to the players because everyone is going to give credit to Spo, even though he obviously deserves it for show. But this hashtag heat culture is alive and well, baby. To switch up the lineup so quickly and finding success there with Love as a starter and Caleb Martin coming off the bench, you got to give props to the guys for staying ready and accepting whatever role is given to them. I guess for Caleb, it doesn't really matter because he was poo-poo in game 1. He had like 3 points and he came off the bench and he gave you what? You guessed it. 3 points again. Gabe Vincent, on the other hand, continued to put in work. He ended up scoring over 20, so it looks like he's going to be glued to the starting lineup. It's going to be hard to get him out of there, even though he is one of the small guys that can kind of get abused by Aaron Gordon. But, you know, Miami Justice, they figured that part out, like I said last video. Jimmy and Bam, they set the tone of this team, man. Very rarely do you have teams where their 2 best players are doing all the dirty work and ready to put everything on the line to get some wins. That's what makes Miami so unique, and that's what makes them so special. Their role players kind of know this too. People are going to try and boil it down to like, oh, Miami made Jokic a scorer, but I honestly think it's deeper than that. Like, there's obviously some truth to that, but it's not like Jokic just sat there and let them do that. The guy's too smart to just be taking out the game like that. Miami opted for more size so Aaron Gordon can continue his finals MVP campaign by playing recess ball with Miami's smaller players. Love being out there is also able to open up their offense a little bit, and he can keep some size on them. And Aaron Gordon is not going to be able to be too effective, which will help temper the offense of Denver a little bit. I mean, there's only so much you can do. It's the #1 ranked offense this year for a reason. I thought the score of the game stayed pretty in control, all things considered. I mean, we know how Denver can easily go to work. Miami's other guys who were pretty terrible in the first game, they came to play. Strus went from looking like a glorified Kyle Singler in the first game to coming out and hitting 3 3-pointers in the first quarter of this game. Miami was up pretty big early, but Denver's offense was just able to cook so easily, man. That lead did not last long, but that's honestly to be expected at this point. Miami ended up going down by a lot in the middle of this game, honestly, and this is not a knock to either team, but I find Miami going down a lot of points and then clawing their way back even more impressive, considering that their offense can really look ugly sometimes. And they're more of a grinded out, wear you down type of team versus Denver, who was just like to the windows, to the wall with how they score. Miami was down 15 at one point, but they did not give up. They actually came into the fourth quarter and they was down by like 7 still. But in my eyes, to be honest, they were in control of basically the entire fourth quarter, especially in crunch time. Yeah, Duncan Robinson, he had like 10 fourth quarter points, and every time I looked at Miami, it looked so easy for them to get things going. I don't have like any official statistics or anything like that, but that fourth quarter felt pretty quick to me. Not even from like a pace of play standpoint, like both teams were going crazy, nothing like that, but just from like a standpoint that the clock just kept ticking and Miami looked poised the whole time, especially in crunch time. Miami, they were just playing together the whole game. To be honest, there were times where the effort of Denver looked really bad. To me, honestly, that's like the most concerning part of the game. Like having low effort in the finals is very concerning. But honestly, I'm going to try and not put too much stock into it. I mean, these things happen. Even in the finals, they were up 1-0. Miami had more desperation. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. Denver was undefeated at home this postseason up until this game. So now we can say we officially have a series right now. You know, they say the series doesn't start until a road team wins at the other team's arena. But I don't think it's worth overreacting right now. I'm sure everyone who was saying Miami will get swept a few days ago are now going to be thinking, oh, well, the Heat are just going to easily take this series. You know how people flip-flop so quickly. I'm personally going to stick with my prediction. I think Denver can finish this series off in maybe like 6 games, but Miami's not going to go down easy. That's been very obvious with this team and how they play and their whole mindset and just looking at the players they got on this team. I'm not going to lie though, I do hope we get a game 7, but I've enjoyed what we've gotten so far despite everyone indicating that this is a boring, no narrative series without any real juice to it. I'm not going to lie though, the jokes about people needing to be reminded a finals game is on, those can be pretty funny here and there. Like those have been some funny jokes on Twitter. Anyways, ironically, there honestly isn't much to say about this game, and I think game 3 will be a huge game, more telling of how the rest of the series will go than game 2 was. Game 2 is always that respawn game. We will see what Mr. Malone and his coaching staff can cook up for game 3 if he doesn't find himself complaining so much that LeBron and the Lakers are now dominating the news cycle again, now that Shams tweet about Kyrie trying to recruit LeBron to Dallas dropped earlier. Anyways, like I said, my last video, it got 0 views, which is kind of funny, honestly. So let's try and get at least 1 on this one. So, you know, I got 50 plus subscribers now. I should get at least 50 views every video, right? Come on, y'all. Come on, watch my video. Anyways, subscribe subscribers, if I get 1,000, we going up. I still will probably give like something easy out. Like I still will probably give something quick out for reaching 50. Like maybe I'll buy somebody some pizza, something like that. But you know, when I reach 1,000, that's when somebody's getting the real prize. They're getting a real authentic nice jersey. So let's get up to 1,000, y'all. It's gonna be random. Whoever wins it's gonna be picking random for my theoretical 1,000 subscribers. So thank y'all. I'm gonna keep it going.